Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Dan Plant, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Dan, and today we have part one of a vlog, but I'm not great at vlogging, so here I am doing the intro and outro after the fact, but you know, it's fine. So since I'm not great at vlogging, I'm also going to be popping in a little bit here and there to give some context and stuff like that. So like I said, this will be a two-part vlog just because I didn't want it to get too long. The first part will be the first few days that were just kind of crazy in general leading up to buying my van. And then the second part of the vlog will be the day before buying the van up to the day after the van, so about 3 days. Just to preface a little bit, this is the week leading up to buying my van, so that includes going to look at the van, getting a pre-inspection, Doordashing because I've been in between jobs, planning, moving, starting to pack, and just the craziness that all of that comes with on top of just regular life. I'm just gonna let you see for yourself. Okay, I just got to Subway to meet someone to test drive a van. First of all, I've seen 999 twice on the way here / getting here. Like, I'm looking at 999 right now. So that's crazy. I've been looking at this van for a few weeks, but its price was too high and they dropped it. Oh, he's here, I think. Oh my god, I want this fucking van. Oh, I'm getting this van. I'm getting it. I don't care. I'm getting back home now. I test drove the van. It's so nice. It's so good. It drives very well. It's the same price. Okay, it's the same price as this other van that I was looking at, that not only is the other one an hour and a half away, but the other one was also had a wheelchair lift in it that I needed to get removed and was like 20 years older. This van is still 20 years old, but that van was 40 years old almost. So like, improvement. This van has a brand new transmission, a whole bunch of other brand new things, but the transmission is really like the biggest thing to me because like that would be expensive to replace. They're asking $5,300. I'm gonna lowball them so they can talk me up. I'm gonna offer them $4,800 and see. I don't want to go over 5,000. I'm gonna get that van. Now I feel a little stupid saying that without taking it to a mechanic for a pre-purchase inspection, but it drove really, really well. I looked at everything. I actually looked underneath this time. There was rust, but we're in Minnesota. It wasn't horrible rust. This dude is gonna be out of town until Sunday anyway. It's Wednesday, so that gives me a few days to really think about it anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this van. First of all, I'm not gonna get a van that looks like this again. Now, looks aren't everything. Mechanics are more important, obviously. But I'm also not gonna get another van with a brand new transmission that looks like this again. And it definitely, it needs everything done to build it out. All the seats are still in it and everything. I found my van. I actually feel okay buying this without taking it to a mechanic first, because when I drove it, it felt so good. Am I gonna be crazy and buy this van? Am I gonna use half of what I have left as my emergency money to buy this van? Now, here's the thing. I'm not just gonna take it. Like, I'm gonna pay myself back for it, because the options are either get a small loan that has like a 300% interest rate, or take it from my emergency money and just pay myself that back instead of paying $500 a month into a black hole of a loan that I can never pay off for this current car. A car that I also can't live in. So like, you know, I'm gonna buy this van. Wow. This kind of happened faster and sooner than I was expecting it to, but also kind of exactly at the right time, because I need to get rid of my car in the next, like, 15 days. And it's either get another car get a shit car that I'm only gonna use for like a year or so, that I'll probably need to put a whole bunch of money into, or get a van now instead of waiting a year and having a shit car in between. I might as well just get the van. Oh my god. I'm out. I'm trying to Doordash right now. I just wanted to make a vlog real quick because I'm kind of about to have probably the busiest week of my life. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it and document it and share it because it feels like a very much new beginning. I don't know. So like my first video back this time on YouTube, I was kind of saying how I felt stagnant and like I had this good job and all of this stuff. And I just like wasn't really sure where to go from there. It's crazy how much changes in a few weeks because by the time I had actually uploaded that video, I was fired from that job. And before I was fired from that job, I kind of was like, all right, literally the only thing kind of keeping me here is the fact that I can't top this job, like in terms of benefits and pay. So like, you know, if I get let go, then like that's means I'm meant to be doing this other thing that I have in my head, which is kind of figuring it out on my own and getting a van and living van life. Then I got fired. Such weird timing because it also gave me, so I did find a new job. I start in a week and a half-ish. I start my new job May 5th. In between then, I have so much. I'm just gonna go from today until starting my job. So today is the 25th. Today I need to pay my car insurance bill for this car that I'm in right now. And I cleaned my car out today. It doesn't look like that because I also have like 7 bags of yarn and stuff that I'm going to sell at some point today. And then in my trunk, my trunk is full of stuff that I'm taking to a free market. So it's basically like a bunch of people bring a bunch of stuff we're getting rid of. We all can just trade, take whatever you want, leave whatever you want, and then whatever is left over, they'll take it to a thrift store. The car's not cleaned out, but in terms of like things that I want out of it, it's cleaned out. And then today, I'm also gonna DoorDash as much as I can. Tomorrow, I'm doing that free market and also DoorDashing. Sunday is gonna be my rest day because the next week is gonna be insane. Because then on Monday, I am talking to a friend about renting a room out at their place. So I have to get packed as much as possible. I started packing and getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff, which is why I have a whole bunch of stuff in my car that I'm getting rid of. And then, the exciting part, oh, also on Monday, I have a virtual appointment to hopefully get back on injections for my hormones. So we'll see. Which means I will also need to, after that, go get blood work done. So much. And then either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to be meeting up with this guy about this van, and I'm going to be getting a pre-purchase inspection done, and then paying for the van and paying to transfer the title, and then it'll be mine. So I'm hoping to have that van by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. And then whenever I get that van, I'm going to be returning this car. As soon as I get the van, not as soon as I get the van. Once I get the van, depending on what day it is, it might be as soon as I get the van, I'm going to take most of the back seats out. Not all of them, but I only need the one in the back. I don't need all of them. I have the strangest order.
Turn right.
Okay,
Then turn
GPS.
left.
This person ordered 2 large waters with no ice from Dairy Queen. I just talked to this dude on the phone about the van. He's completely fine with me getting a pre-inspection. We're basically gonna go to the place that he works, and we're just gonna like put it up on the lift so that I can actually see everything myself. I'm just gonna pop in real quick here and say, so the way that I got the inspection done is not really all what I would actually recommend for other people. I'll be real. The only way I did it this way is, the only reason I did it this way, is because the person I was buying the van from was a mechanic. He gave me multiple references of people that he had worked for, places he's worked, and everything was good. He allowed me to look through everything myself, and I know a little bit of what to look for. I did some research on, like, you know, don't buy it if there's these things, look at this. I will leave some links of some great resources as well down there, but I really don't recommend doing it this way, but this is just what I did. And if he wasn't a mechanic and wasn't able to, like, literally put it up on the lift for me at a mechanic shop that he worked at, I wouldn't have done it this way, but that's my problem. Everything's been great so far. He did tell me a few things that I should look out for that will be getting replaced soon, but yeah, everything went great, and we go get an actual pre-inspection from someone that's not the seller. Yeah. The fact that he's been a mechanic for a long time and has multiple references of, like, mechanic places that he has worked is a very good sign to me, and really makes me feel like I'm really making the right choice. So I set up to do that on Tuesday at 5 p.m. I'm gonna go look through the van, look under it, get told all the things and everything. I probably won't record any of that. I'm trying to go to bed, but, like, my brain is doing so many things. This van is kind of just, like, hitting my brain right now, and I have so many emotions. I feel like this is my fucking autism, because, like, half of me feels like I won the lottery, and the other half is very scared and anxious because big decision, a lot of money. But so I'm just fucking, my mind is blown at the fact that not only is this my best option, like, mechanically and price-wise for what I've looked at so far, not even just what I've test driven, I just mean, like, what I've messaged about. I've messaged about a lot of vehicles. It's currently owned by a mechanic, been owned by a mechanic for the last 10,000 miles, who has put a whole bunch of work into it. It is the most beautiful van I've ever seen, and the fact that I could own that is a dream. Literally, I just fucking realized, dude, when I got in my bad accident in 2019, I told myself, whenever I'm 5 years of no accident, I will get myself a brand new car, which would have been December 2025. I did get myself a brand new car. I got myself a brand new car in April 2024. I did it because my other car needed work. It needed a whole new suspension. And I was like, you know, I'd rather just get a new car, which was stupid. I shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. Everything happens for a reason, because that decision led me to this decision, getting this van. And anyway, long story short, when I told myself, like, I can get a brand new car once I'm 5 years of no accidents, which I'm now more than that. My goal at the time was a black Jeep Wrangler with, like, purple accents and eventually, hopefully, some sort of, like, holographic-ish coloring on it. And this van is that in a van, but, like, so much better. So I just looked at, I have this skeleton right above where I sleep. This is, like, how the van is painted. I'm glad I was able to catch these moments on video, because everything just kind of clicked for me that this is right. I'm gonna talk a little bit while I clean my car out, because some crazy fucking shit just happened. So I was doing a Doordash order, right? I find this, I have this order. This house is in such a random ass spot. It's like in between other houses, so you can't actually see the number or anything. So I deliver it to, like, a house very close. Send them the picture, tell them where it's at. They say, okay, thank you. The lady of this house that I deliver it to comes out and, like, doesn't let me leave, puts her arms out in front of me. And I took the order back. I'll be real. And I held out the window to her, and I was like, did you get a Doordash order? Like, are you whatever the name? And she was like, nope, I'm calling you in. I was like, ma'am, I just delivered to the wrong house for a Doordash order. Like, I didn't I didn't do anything. She was like, nope, I'm calling you in. I was like, I can show you. She was like, I don't know what you're leaving in front of my house and taking pictures of, but. And I was like, I can show you the picture in the Doordash order. Like, I apologize, it's just the wrong house. And then she said she's calling the cops and ran back inside. So I sat there with my flashers on, and then the person that had the order came out, and I gave it to them, and I was like, do you think that lady actually called the cops on me? And he was like, don't worry about her, she's crazy. Like, she called the cops on my dad. She came back out after he came and got the Doordash order. Because I stayed there, because I was like, if she actually called the cops on me, I don't want them to randomly pull me over while I'm doing a fucking order. I'm gonna stay here and wait for the fucking cops to get here. Tell them, hey, sorry, I delivered Doordash to the wrong house. That's not a crime. She came back out and was like, you scared the shit out of me. Like, this is such a bad area, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I get it. You're all good. I'm sorry. I don't get it, actually, but, you know, go off, I guess. And I'm cleaning my car out. I just filled this entire garbage bag full of yarn. I'm gonna go clean this up now. I just thought I needed to talk about that. So, it is Monday. I'm going to look at my van tomorrow. I just wanted to take a second. My toast came up. I just wanted to take a second and, like, add to this vlog a little bit. This vlog is low-key also a little bit of a video diary. I just wanted to talk real quick about where I was when I restarted this channel. Technically a month ago, but technically 2 months ago when I first, like, started filming and planning everything. In my first video back, Cleo's here, as he always is. My first video back, I was saying how, like, I just made all these changes in my life, and I love my new life, and I feel weird because I feel stagnant, and I don't really know what I want or where I want to go, but I know it's not this. And then, by the time I uploaded that video, so much had changed. I think I had filmed it about a month before uploading it, and a week before that video was scheduled to upload, I got fired. And when I got fired, it was a relief because that was a very high stakes job. It kind of put everything into perspective for me because my kind of thoughts were like, I really want to do van life and I really want to do like my own business and all this on the side, but it is hard to keep up with all of that with the job I have because it's so demanding, and I can't do van life with this job. That's not possible. Well, I can't do van life with the cats with that job. That's what I should say. A couple weeks before I filmed that first video, I was kind of just, I was going through the accelerated, whatever it is, spiritual business accelerator course, or I don't know, whatever the fuck it was called. And for some reason, I was watching these videos, and I thought to myself, if I get fired soon, I'm meant to do this. And I was like, I don't like that. I don't want to get fired. That's not good. And then a few weeks later, I got fired. It was just an eye-opener, and it gave me a lot of perspective, and I have felt kind of aimless the last almost year, because May 9th will be a year since I left my relationship, and I had put everything in my whole life, my future plans, into that relationship. I was not my own person in any way, and it's been a year of just trying to figure out what do I really want, and just kind of trying to remember and learn more of what I want and what I want to do, who I want to be, where I want to be, who I want to surround myself with, who I want to spend my time doing, all that stuff. And I feel like I finally really started figuring it out, and I kind of say that every year is a different lifetime, because every year is just, there's so much is constantly happening. I don't know if everyone's life is like that, but like, anyway, just wanted to say how happy I am with where I'm at now, 2 months after filming that first video back. It's been uploaded for less than a month. It's almost a month. But when I filmed that, I had an idea of where I wanted to be and who I wanted to become and what I wanted to do, but it was all scrambled and I didn't know how to make any of it achievable. And I was like, the only common factor across all of these goals is documenting the journey and figuring out how to make money online somehow. That's where YouTube comes in. I just feel very proud of myself, and I feel very... life just feels crazy. But in a good way. I'm really excited about it. Literally a month ago, I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. I'm going to start this YouTube channel. I don't know where I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to start it. I'm going to do shit. And I'm going to figure out how to do it all with having a full-time job. I literally was going to get rid of my car and take the bus so that my commute time would be spent working on my YouTube channel and my blog. I ended up not doing that. I got so close that I got a bike and a bus pass to go to the further bus stop that's less sketchy at 4 in the morning. And then, as life does, one little thing happens. I go and check the bus app like 2-3 days before I'm gonna return my car and start taking the bus. And it says that there's a temporary whatever and that I would have to go on the bus at 4 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. I wouldn't be getting home until 7 p.m. So I'd be gone for more than 12 hours. I'd have to get up at 3 a.m. and I'd have to work for 8 hours physically through all of that. So I had a really bad panic attack, paid my car bill, kept it, and now we're here. I was very, very lost. That was the lowest I've been in a very long time, was when I made the decision to do that, to save that money and work on this. And then that one thing happened, and I said, I can't do that. That 1 hour kind of changes a lot, and everything happens for a reason, because if I had gotten rid of that car, I'd have no income right now. Well, that is the end of part 1 of attempting to vlog one of the most hectic weeks of my life so far. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It really helps the algorithm, and it lets me know that people actually liked what I posted. Definitely subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification whenever I do upload. I will be uploading the second part of this video later on this week. I post every Wednesdays and Saturdays on this channel, so definitely go check that out. And I'm super excited for part 2 of this video. I'm so excited about this van. So make sure you subscribe and stick around for a while so you can see not only what I do with this van, but the adventures that I go on, because I'm going to be documenting a lot of that, and I'm just very excited. So there's sirens, so I'm going to go now. Bye.